Hello everyone, good evening, or good morning, or good afternoon, depending where you are in the world. Welcome along, nice to have you all here for the stream. Good to see so many in here already. John, I don't know if you're still there, but thanks for stopping in and saying hello. Sorry you can't stay and catch the stream, but I hope you're doing well, mate, and appreciate you stopping in and saying hello. Shona, good to see you as well. Hope you're having a nice evening at work. Don't go get yourself in trouble or anything by having the stream running there. But I appreciate you stopping in and hanging out as well. Chris, 1969, hello, good evening. Rossi Farming, hello to you. Sir Jason, good to see you, man. Nice to have you here. Hope you're doing well. Noel, great to see you were able to make the live stream all the way from Melbourne. I've got my uncle is over from Melbourne. He arrived late last week and is staying with my parents for about a month, I think. So good to be able to catch up with him. Good to have the borders open and we're able to see more and more of our friends. Tim 10, good morning to you. You doing well? Hope you are all good. Chucky 101 Nater, where can you find this map? This map is on Mod Hub. It has been released and is on the in-game Mod Hub, so piece of cake to find. Otherwise there is a link in the description for it, so you can go and find it there as well. Hey Rox, how you doing? Nice to see you. Thank you for stopping in. Hope you are having a good evening. So I'd already started loading a few bales because I thought it could take us a wee while to get them all done. So I thought I'll just make a start off stream just a little bit beforehand. Hey Nismo, what's up man? How you doing? Good to see you. Jeremy Freeman. I'm very impressed with how well trained you have your son. Or daughter, is it? I didn't actually know. Is it a boy or a girl? But to have to change their diaper at 4 in the morning every Wednesday morning is perfect. Just in time for the stream. I'll be able to tell them, regale them stories of how they used to get up and change their diaper, and it was perfect time to catch some Kiwi on the other side of the world to stream on Farming Simulator. Oh, how stupid it sounds, but what a story. Quick trip down to Ballarat, Jason. Chasing some gold, were you? Is there such a thing as a quick trip when you're going state to state in Aussie? Because you're up north of that, aren't you? Oh, catching a bale. So, what are we doing? We've obviously got this to load now. I know there was a lot of discussion last week about auto load and things like that. I have actually added Loki's auto load script to this trailer. However, it didn't work. It didn't work with these bales. So I didn't have the time or the patience to try and add that to the bales, or get it to recognise the bales. I don't know why that was. So we're just going to have to make do with loading them manually, which is fine. I don't mind doing some loader work. Just try, concentrate on chatting to you guys at the same time. Hey Mustard Seed, welcome along. Good to have you here. Days, how you doing buddy? Great to see you. I have had a play around a bit more with the sorting pack and can confirm I located everything that I should have been able to find. I completely overlooked the BGA, the workshop, the sprayer support container, and those 4 sell points. So they were all there, and I have found them, so they are all there. Is it a PC only map? No, it is not, Rossi. It was released for all platforms, which is fantastic too. Always love seeing this, and that was always Hocks' plan, and he was successful in doing it. Ballarat's an hour from Melbourne. I've been to Ballarat many years ago. I was much younger than I am now. I have been there before. In fact, was it Ballarat? Did we go to Ballarat? I know we definitely went to Bendigo. We looked at the mines of Bendigo. Which one's got a gold mine in the middle of the city, middle of the town? Town Square's got an old mine shaft or something. Is that Ballarat or Bendigo? Might be Bendigo. 6 hours one way. Work trip was it, Jason? Couldn't get them to pay for a flight or something like that? Or was it a delivery? Jeremy, for my forklift driving certification, thank you very much mate, appreciate that. Super chat, very generous of you as always. Oh, Mr. Crofter, I am very impressed. Didn't go to. how are you? Kia ora. Great to have you here. My wife will be even more impressed. That a Scotsman. You're Scottish, aren't you? I want to say Scottish. That a Northern Hemisphere visitor has come in with a Māori greeting. Te reo greeting. Bendigo still has the mic. Here we go. It was one or the other. I do feel like we went to Ballarat too, but I'm not 100% sure. It was, honestly, I would have been, well, my brother was only, gosh, maybe I was 11? Can't remember. It was a big deal back then. We, to go on international flights, it was a big deal. You got dressed up, you wore your best clothes, it was all sorts of fancy. Don't think you'd do that now. Oh, for the, yeah, okay, for the bales. I did follow the readme to add it to this trailer because it wasn't part of the trailer, so I have managed to get it to work on the trailer. I thought it wasn't working, but I drove over and it would pick up the wool pallets I've got over in the sheep pasture, so that'll work. So I did install it properly onto the trailer. It just, whatever reason, doesn't work with these Heston bales. Bother. Going so well as well. Slow down a little bit. Personal trip, looking for boarding school for the kids. And 6 hours is as far away as you could get them, Jason, or are you going to try and go further? Oh, didn't want to slide, I thought they would slide. I pushed it. Alright, we'll fix that. Oh, there we go. Get top bale to move across a little bit. Boom. Alright, 2 more. We'll go for a drive. Oh, Ballarat does, but it's more functional, more for tourism. Yeah. I probably went to both. Who knows? Who knows? Hey, Banks, how you doing, mate? Nice to have you here. Hope you're doing well. As long as there's no more glitches. Didn't seem to be any more glitches days, didn't it? So, I'm hoping if I can, once we finish tonight, I might re-record a couple of little bits and pieces, and then that will be coming out, not tomorrow morning for me, but Friday morning, so Thursday evening, your time. I'm just going to rearrange those on the forks, because I need to put them on from this side. Easier if I have the forks sticking out a bit more on that side. So I want to get this finished. We've still got another bale, another field to bale. Not quite as big, but needs to be done all the same. Obviously the money coming in with these is nice to have. Okay, gonna get these all strapped on. Easier and quicker to do it in the truck. Now, someone said, I did say, someone asked if the truck is public. The truck is public, but not this skin. This was a personal edit I have done. I have contemplated making it available through Discord. So all I've done is just change one of the default skins and edited the skin there. But if you're just looking for the truck and didn't care what it looked like, yes, it is available. And I can never remember who the modder is. JFL modding, JRF modding, something like that. It's J something modding anyhow. On Facebook. It's far enough away they shouldn't be able to get back from there. Yeah, fair enough. Chucky 10180, you were asking. Here you go. Live Gem Farms, hello, welcome along. Scuba Steve, good evening, my good friend. How are you? Nice to see you. TC Agri, good morning. How you doing, mate? Nice to see you. I am doing well, thank you. Noel, am I going to FarmCon this year? I would have loved to have gone to FarmCon. I had a very quick look at flights, knowing it'd be cost prohibitive, $5 just to get to Frankfurt. So I would have had to go via Singapore, direct to Frankfurt from Singapore seemed to be the best option, but yeah, it was close to $5 just for the flights. Unfortunately, I cannot justify it at the moment. However, I have already sown a seed with Mrs. Argsy about a trip to Europe next year and trying to coincide that with FarmCon, so we'll see. Maybe 2023, get there. I start saving now, we might be good to go. Dare me to drive the truck full speed without the straps. Jeremy, nothing you could do would get me to drive that truck without the straps. I'm not that game. not that brave. Takes too long to load and I've got too many more bales to do. We'll be here all night. Because things aren't going to progress very fast if we spend all our time loading bales. Hey Legion, how you doing, mate? Nice to see you. You're at work as per normal for this time for you, but good to see you, mate. Hope all is going well. I see you've been making lots of progress in Yukon, so Chinook there's just shared the Discord link. If you're not in the Discord, go and jump into that. We've got 2 or 3 multiplayer servers set up for anyone to join, so if you're looking for some farming fun with other people from the community, go and jump in there and download the mods, get involved. Particularly the Green Valley server's going pretty strong at the moment. Mark will set up a small one on Lands of La Mancha. And we also have a members only server, so anyone who is a channel member to play on, which is on the Yukon Valley map, which Legion's been spending a lot of time on. So where could you find the truck? Yeah, I can't remember off the top of my head. I'll see actually, I'll see if I can quickly find a Facebook link, because it'll probably pop up. It's one that I have. I'll share it for you if I can. Morning, how you doing, mate? Hello, welcome along. Great to have you here. Hope all is well. Alright. There's unstrapped. Not quite all of them at once. The price gone up a little bit. That was 7.5 grand for those ones. But close. Let's have a look see. Quickly. Oh, are we getting a little bit of stuff? Hope everything's okay on your end of YouTube. A little bit slow on my end. There we go. Now it's not receiving data. I could tell that because Facebook wouldn't load for me. Let's have a look on here. JFL modding. Here we go. JFL modding on Facebook is the best place to find it. Yeah, I can see that more now. I'm just not sure what's going on right at this very second. Let's see, we're getting a little bit of buffering on YouTube. It's going to sort itself out. It's funny because it tells you to have a look at what's going on and you can't actually see anything. Just tells you what the issue is. Here we go. We're back to green. So hopefully it's figured itself out. When is my meeting with Kermit? Well, I did get a message from him immediately after he finished with Farmer Cop this morning, and the date of the 21st of June was suggested by him, and I'm all down for that. Turn left there. That's alright. So, hopefully in, what's that, a fortnight? Hopefully in a fortnight we will be on the Spotlight. So I think he said he wasn't going to do one next week, so we're probably going to be on the very next one. Which is pretty cool. So I'm looking forward to that. So you have to make sure you can all make it. Obviously, the difficulty for Australians is it starts at 6 AM New Zealand time, so that is, what's that, 4 AM Eastern time. So not ideal, but anyhow. Can't satisfy everyone, so you just have to catch it later. Need an auto-load trailer, Legion. Yeah, this one is auto-load. I've made it auto-load with the Loki script, but it doesn't like these bales, so I'll have to have a look into what I need to do to add those as a object. I know it's possible, and there is some description or instructions on how to do that. So we'll take a look. Ooh. Knife. You're looking to go to the USA for BlizzCon and it's the same, not much change. Beer from 5Ks for it, yeah. I mean, I'd have to add probably another grand on top of that for the food and accommodation at the very least, I would have thought, so. yeah, you certainly wouldn't get much change out of it. Ooh, we've had a big long discussion about that, Crofter, about where the best place to do a New Zealand map would be. Depends what you want to do. We've got such a diverse farming land. You know, we've got the high country where there's lots of sheep farming and river valleys, some big plains. So where I live is a big river plain with lots of dairy farming and cropping. But then you get into the river valleys, which are, you know, a few fields wide and a river going through the middle. Kind of, actually, Renaboo is very similar to some areas of New Zealand in some respects, with the valley down the centre and fields either side, following a river. Oh, I was meant to correct that last time, Chucky. Thank you for the reminder. I'll have to remember to do that. Can someone, Legion, can you send me a DM on Discord? Or Chinook or someone. Send me a DM so I can remember to change that invite. Completely forgot. Hey, Stone Cold Aussie, how you doing, mate? Nice to see you. Right, let's get turned around. You'll be there, TC, agree. Awesome. Yeah, 4 AM Eastern Time. Australian Eastern Time. Now, there's a stray bale over here. I'll pick it up. Cool. Stuff. See me on Discord about the trailer, have a look this evening on it. Yeah, mate, cool. I will do. I'll send you what I've edited with the auto load, and if you want to take a look, that'd be pretty cool. Oh, that was pre-pandemic for flight prices, was it? No? I'm sure if I could plan things. The problem is, unless I could get in someone's ear at Giants for 2023, I'd be flying a bit blind because they don't announce it with a huge amount of notice. But if I was planning and could plan a 2-week holiday or something around FarmCon and be a bit more flexible with flights, probably would make it a little bit more affordable. Now, how many bales have we got left in here? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24. How many can I fit? 24. Ooh, I think I should go 3 high here, I reckon. Which means change of plan then. But I can't stack 3 high. Take this one off the top. Do singles on the bottom, and then we can do 2s on the top. I think it's going to be the best option. When am I going to make mine, Legion? What if I'll actually come up with the... Where is it? I've got all these pieces of paper. Yeah. Which are all different drawings I've done of what I want to do for a map. Here's my latest little diagram. Sorry, we're making lots of noise flicking this around. That's probably the... Yeah, I don't really have a good drawing of what I was planning to show you, but I have actually mocked up a 4x map in Photoshop, just laying out how I could see it working. I kind of overlaid it over part of the region I live in, and trying to figure out how I might do it. So it's in the back of my mind. It's just finding the time to do that and other things as well. Hey Matthew Strode, how are you? Nice to see you. Hope you're having a good morning. Welcome to the stream. Let's just have a look. Yeah. It's working a bit better. Let's see if I can find. Yeah. So I'm supposed to link there. That's JFL modding. That's the link to where the Kenworth truck comes from. Have a look as well. Carver Farms has got some great. It's got a great Kenworth. Is it a W100 or K100? Legion, top of your head. And I was going to have a look. Now, I'm just going to share. I was in, just shared Stone Cold Aussie's channel. Now, we were in a stream earlier with Rusty Money, and Rusty went around, or actually CBW Farmers was going around. He would have shared about 40 different YouTube links, and I just thought it was awesome to see this community and everyone sharing, or links being shared and people being promoted. Now, Stone Cold Aussie is 3 subs away from 100, so pretty cool. We were able to get him there tonight. So if you don't already, go and check out his channel, give him a sub, and let's get him over that 100 mark. But it was just really cool. It was a really cool vibe, seeing all these channels shared, and a whole heap I hadn't even heard of. A whole lot of channels I wasn't even familiar with. So I've subbed to a whole lot of new ones that are starting out, and sort of in a similar situation I was to a couple of years ago, putting in a lot of hard grind and hard graft and making some great content, and not really getting the subs they might want to. So we can all go and help out each other and get a few more content creators out there. It'll be great. So go and check out Stone Cold Aussie. White Dragon, how are you doing? TC Agri didn't know I was going mapping. Oh, it's been a pipe dream, mate. I actually started making a map for 19, which is going to be a 2x, but I didn't get much past the terrain, and then realised much about it, and didn't so much give up, but put it on the back burner. But oops, with 22 out now and knowing a little bit more about how things work, having a little bit more of an understanding, and probably having a better connection with people I can ask for advice, new friends in the community that know a lot more than I do. I feel a little bit more prepared to do it and not rush it. I think when I looked at it last time, 19 was nearing its end, and to get a map out would have been a rush, and I didn't really feel like doing that. So we are actually, let's just go put one on at a time. So it needs to come back a little bit. Oh, we're getting buffering again. Internet is not playing very well tonight, fortunately. More of a pet project. It is a little bit of a pet project. I mean, it'd become public, Legion, but it is, it'd be pretty cool to go through the process and understand what does go into a map, and probably give me a whole lot more respect for those who do it regularly, do more than one, the real artists out there as well. I think that'll be my problem though, is I'd be too particular about trying to get things accurate. It's the concept I have is not a real world map. It is a representation of the Manawatu. So if you looked on Google Earth and found Palmerston North or Manawatu, New Zealand, basically we're in a region that's wouldn't quite fit on a 16x map. We are about 20 kilometers from the coast, but to one side of us we've got a mountain range, a hill range, which got lots of wind turbines and that on it, rivers, streams coming out of it, which is basically the divide down the central New Zealand along a fault line. And to the other side's obviously the ocean, and we're on a big river plain with braided rivers running through it, and lots of farmland, lots of different types of farmland. So I wanted to try and capture the essence of all of that in a map. And I've kind of, basically what I've done is taken a Google Earth image of that sort of region I want to cover, scaled it down to a 4x, and then sort of loosely traced over some of the key elements, where the river goes, where the hills are, where the coast is, and going to try and apply some of those kind of things on it. So we'll see how we go. Could be a fizzer, it could take forever, it might come out for 2020, the next farm sim game, who knows? Who knows? Don't have enough arrows in the day for anything at the moment, Legion. Hey, Disturbed, how you doing? Good to see you, hope all is going well. Getting that Kenworth, yeah, get it, stone cold. And like I said, go and check out Carver's ones. He's done a cool little 100 series Kenworth, which is pretty cool to go with his, what's the other ones? His T900, the Legend series, which I've used on Elk Mountain. We should get send an NZ map in motion. I'm more than happy to chip in for getting map developed. Get 6 or 7 people to split the cost. What do you guys think? So I've actually set up, if you're interested, Crofter, I have actually set up a little sub part of my Discord server with and I did put out a sort of call for anyone who's interested, and there's 3 or 4 people in there, half a dozen people in there. We haven't talked about it much lately. I sort of wanted to get things in motion, but the idea was, you know, if anyone who was interested in learning how to make a map and wanted to learn together around, whether it was someone who had interest in doing custom buildings or someone who had interest in doing all the scripting and that kind of thing, and sort of working together to a common goal, even if it was, you know, someone else was working on a map at the same time and wanted to share information and knowledge, develop their own. So we do have that, so if you're interested, we can set you up missions to get into there. But I think that would be a good way to do it if we could somehow work together with a common goal. TC, mate, and no worries. Good to see you. Thank you for stopping in and saying hello. You have a good day. Catch you again soon. Scott George, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you. Hope you are all well. You here for the long run? Although, are you still struggling with your retirement time clock? Western Aussie Forex converting from farmer bulbs and testing. Cool, Mornay. Pleased to hear that. And I was excited when I heard that he was doing that. I've also seen that Camille Agro Camille 97, who did the 16x Western Australia, is also working on that for FS22. He's shared a few screenshots in the last few days, which I've also put on to shared the posts on Facebook. So, be excited to see him doing that. Might have to go for a trip down memory lane, see how Horseplay 22, auto drive for 22 and all that works with what we did on there last time. We can learn together how to make a map. I'm really keen to pick my map back up again to add different maturity crops. Oh, I reckon there's certainly enough knowledge out there that we can tap. It's the time thing. Time and figuring out the smart ways to do things, like just watching Ola make Renabu and some of the ways he's used scripts to populate the map, to landscape the map with forests and things like that. He's a pretty clever cookie. Smarter, not harder. Is that what they say? I need to try and pull that one back. Is it? No, I think it might be strapped on, is it? Oh no. Here we go. Leave it there. It works. Fits, it ships. Alright, we'll strap that all on. Go. Run down and get these last ones. We'll be good. We'll be good. We'll be all good. We've talked about that white dragon. We're gonna have a look at it. I think Legion and I might have a look and a play with it later on. But definitely we do need to do that. DJ, how you doing, buddy? Great to see you. Digging the Wednesday mornings. Nice to have you here, mate. I liked your daily DJ face this morning. I reckon you were about to break into a little bit of Whitney Houston. It looked like you had that real. I will always love you. You were just going to get into that really powerful part of it. Eyes closed, concentrated, about to drop. You're about to drop something anyhow. Don't know whether it was that or not. Busy testing it now, Mornay. Awesome. Starting the day a little early, Scott. Awesome. Good to hear. I see as well, DJ, I see Clutch and Kermit were teasing you about with what they are going to be doing. Exciting. Paul, right, good evening to you, mate. How are you? Hope you are well. Good to have you here, as always. And here comes the buffering. I don't know what's with the internet tonight. Not playing ball. Not being very good. That's right. We'll buffer through it together. Too many bales. Will do, Legion. Thanks for stopping in, mate. A pleasure to see you as always. Hope to catch up again soon. But yeah, I'll definitely flick you a message with that trailer and we'll chat about it. Let the man wake up and make the video, Jeremy. Don't scare him off from the stream. You've got a backlog of daily DJ faces already. Solid. Very nice. It is a good laugh. I've enjoyed them. The only issue I'm finding is with the converted map, it's the same as 19 map, nothing new. The only, yeah, that is the thing, isn't it? You know, it's not unique. It's something you've experienced. That's what was cool about this map, because I didn't play it in 17. So you know, for it to have skipped a game generation and then be brought back, it's pretty cool. And that's where things like, you know, as much as I love Lone Oak, I thought Lone Oak was a great map. I'm pleased to see, hopefully, that it, well, you never know, someone might do it, but I know that Hocks and Bullet Bill and others were not at all interested in bringing it through to 22, so. Right, 4 more, so we can just double stack these two. Couldn't double stack the other one actually if I was paying attention. Come on, internet, catch up. Oh, you get to do something cool too. Oh, is that to do with the Kubota, or is that with FarmCon? Ooh, that was close. That was almost 6 bales toppled. Haha. Strapping script. Oh, that's interesting. I thought it might have dropped down. Which one's capturing it then? Really, this one? This too. Hey Incendiary, how you doing? Welcome along. Nice to have you here. Hey Nismo, I did say what's up to you earlier. You might not have heard me, but how you doing, mate? Good to see you as well. Lots of buffering, I know, Paul. My internet's just going through a rough patch at the moment. Some nights it's fine, other nights it's not. I do have a wireless internet. We live rurally and don't have a copper connection to the house and wouldn't want to use it anyhow, and don't have fibre, so atmospheric conditions, all sorts of things can play havoc with connection, and while it's been pretty steady the last few weeks, looks like tonight it's not going to be. Still under NDA. Ah. Pesky things. Now, is this going to be wrong? Why do this? Ah, it's not going to. Why it's not strapping them on? Because they're on the back of the Hocks still. Gonna try and be cheeky and keep the tractor locked in there and see if I could drag the tractor with me. Here we go. We'll come back and get it. We do need it, don't we? We've got some more loading to do. More baling to do with that. Alright. It's just us here, DJ, you can say. We'll go out the back gate, why not? Go for a different drive. Now discuss anyway. Oh, whatever it is, I'm looking forward to hearing it when you can. Tell us more. What exactly do you do at FarmCon? Oh, there we go. DJs. It's a convention, presentations as well as info. So, from what Kermit said this morning, I do wonder whether we might find out about the map for the expansion later in the year. He did mention something to Farmer Cop this morning on the Spotlight to say that they were going to be having some chats with Giants in-house people, and he did mention the map and some info for that. So Possibly FarmCon, might be somewhere where they reveal that. Obviously last year's FarmCon was, or the last 2 years have been all virtual, haven't they? So you can go back and see, but lots of presentations on tech and you know, game development. There'll probably be something about the Farm Simulator League, upcoming DLCs, plans for 2023 maybe, who knows. So they're doing a, I know that on the Thursday, the 21st, I think it is, they are doing a stream, a day of streaming, which is all going to be live streamed, and then the Saturday, Sunday, which is the actual event days, is all in person. I don't know how much of that's going to be streamed or not, or recorded and made available at a later date. Part of Saturday will be streamed. There you go. Ooh. Mr. Mojo Man, how you doing? Good to have you here. But those who didn't hear earlier, I was asked if I am going to be on the spotlight. Kermit messaged me this morning after finishing up with Farmer Cop and all going to plan. Hopefully on the 21st of June we will be on the community spotlight, which is awesome. I'm looking forward to that, which is probably the next one, because I think Kermit mentioned there probably won't be one next week. So it might also make us the last one before the Kubota DLC's out. It'll be the week before, so. Be in the background bugging giants. Poking with a stick. Thought it was your internet. Mustard? Nah, definitely mine. Definitely mine. But we can blame yours if you like. Hey, Peter Clark, how you doing? Good evening to you. Hope all is well. Taking a bit slower because I know that this load not the most stable. We'll be bringing back from the field. Not sure, Disturbed. I'd like to. It's just a timing thing, but I don't know if FSG is definitely going, but I know he was looking into FarmCon, whether he could attend. So if there's an opportunity where we can cross schedules and we can do a a live stream with him at FarmCon and me behind the desk, so to speak, then we'd certainly, I'd take the opportunity if FSG's up to it. Just have to see how things work out. Didn't quite get that last one. Thank you, mate. Appreciate that, Disturbed. Very excited for it. Although I do have to go and take a photo this weekend. Told Mrs. Argsy she was going to have to take a photo of me. And I showed her some of the other thumbnails that have been done for other streams, so have an idea of what she needs to make me look like. I would say she said you can't improve on perfection, but I'd certainly be lying with that. Maybe if it was a photo of her, but it's not. Yeah, the worst part is she'll never ever know that I said that. Alright, back to the yard, and a bit more baling. How long have we been going for? 40 minutes. That wasn't too bad actually. It wasn't too painful. So we've only got this one field left in here, so it'll be interesting to see whether we get more than a truckload out of it or not. But it is very nice to have that money going up a little bit. $37,000. So what was that? 4 loads we took out of there? Probably 5, I think we figured out. We'll make about 100 bales. Thank you, Mr. DJ. Nice to see you as always, mate. Appreciate you poking your nose in and saying hi on your Wednesday mornings. Hope all goes well with the recording and everything you're doing today. And looking forward to hearing what it is you are going to be doing when you're able to tell us what it is you are going to be doing. Hey, no worries, Scuba. Nice to see you, mate. Catch you soon. It's going to be a diaper changing DLC, Jeremy. I've heard your affinity with farm sim streams and diaper changing. The next DLC, baby animals. Hey, but who knows? I'm hoping we haven't had anything big, right? We haven't had any big equipment, and we talked about it last time. We've talked about a few streams now. 2019 came out with the Borgo pack, which, you know, big equipment, included the 9RX. The John Deere Cotton pack came out, you know, big gear, big equipment. So far, it's all been pretty small stuff, but this is only, what, the second one, isn't it? And you've got to appreciate their free content upgrades, like the AGI pack was pretty, you know, I know a lot of people have dissed it for a few issues with scale, with one of the augers and things like that, but I think that's people being a bit precious for the fact they got some free content they weren't otherwise expecting. And when you hear the AGI rep who was on the podcast talk, it was, you know, they're all pretty excited about it, so if it can be the start of a beautiful relationship between those companies and can bring more things from what AGI do, it'd be pretty cool. FarmCon, you think? Oh, yeah. Oh, fingers crossed then. Fingers crossed. Hey, Pleasant View Farms, how are you? Good to have you here. Hope you are doing well. Alright, drop the weight off there. I'm going to drop the forks off on the other side to get this field done. Money's on something Canadian. They're having a push towards NA this year. You reckon? What is there Canadian that we'd like to see that isn't in game? We can fill some voids there with what we could possibly see. Always say morning even though I say, oh, it's alright mate. I say good morning, good evening, and oh, no, I don't say it in that order. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, just to cover the bases. Ah, did they disturbed? Oh, I didn't know that. That's pretty cool. I'm waiting now to see whether, because the Borgo pack was made as a mod rather than a DLC, whether anyone like Forward Ag is going to add anhydrous to that or do anything like that, because that'd be pretty cool. Obviously they couldn't in 19 because it was you know, locked DLC. And a very bad breach of terms if they did, but it'd be cool if they did add that to that one. X Canadian map base game. Oh, that's a good claim. Bold claim even. The Dark39, thank you very much for subscribing, appreciate that. I did miss a couple earlier, so whoever that was, thank you as well. All the new subscribers, it's been great to hear from you. One thing that's been really nice to see is a lot of people commenting and watching Spectacle Island lately. A lot of people binge watching it, which is really cool. Nice to see that some of those series have some staying power and people going back and watching the whole thing. G'day covers everything. You're right. So does what's up. Alpha Gaming, hello, good to see you. Hope you are going well. Birthday stream tomorrow on your channel, Pleasant View Farms. Well, happy birthday for tomorrow, mate. It is my birthday on Friday. So I have taken the day off work. I have not decided if I'm going to do a stream or not. If I do, it'll be early morning, maybe mid-morning my time. I'll just have to suss things out. Figure out if Mrs. Argsy's got any plans for the day. She's taking the day off as well, so we'll figure out. Alpha Gaming, feeling generous tonight. Here you go. Thank you very much for your generosity. I appreciate that greatly. Oi, covers a great deal as well. It does. Oi, you. And a subscription as well. Thank you, Alpha Gaming. Very, very generous. Do appreciate that, the sub and the super chats. Thank you to you. FlexiCoil, Morris Morball goes, Seedhawk all from Canada. Yeah, that's true. That's true. FlexiCoil's an interesting one actually, isn't it? Because wasn't FlexiCoil was in 19, but is it not in 22? Can't remember seeing it in 22 or not. Evening, Jeff. How you doing? Hey, Fuzzy. I'm doing well, mate. Doing well, thank you. It was a spur-of-the-moment decision to tell FSG that I I was the alt account for Jib actually the other day. I'm denied about whether I should tell anyone or whether I should have just played it out for longer. But if indeed Jib is dead, which he claims he is, I really wasn't going to be going much further with that story, so I figured it was as good a time as any while we were talking about that. Season 2. Yeah, I like that idea too, Dazed. I like the way that they've been thinking about, you know, testing things. I've also liked how they've taken the pallet limit and made it different for old gen and new gen consoles. So obviously PS4 is what, 75 and PS5 is 150. So they're recognising that there's, you know, there's more power there in the new consoles and that they can tap it, and why limit their game just to try and keep on the old ones. Oh, Chinook. You're meant to be working, mate. Thank you very much for that early birthday present. You're a legend. Thank you, mate. Father's birthday is Saturday. Oh, it's the season for it, pleasant. What was everyone doing in October? You got a raise at work today. Oh, congrats, Alpha. It's awesome. It's a good achievement in the current environment too. I know a lot of businesses are not so much struggling, but certainly tightening purse strings. So, but I've also heard word from recruitments and recruiters and that there's some big money being given to people to retain staff rather than losing them because of the tight labour market. Be cool, especially the guys on console. I agree, Disturbed. It'd be cool to see a 4X on console. There was one briefly in 19, wasn't there? But it didn't last. What can FSG do about it? You're dead. I'm only dead according to April. But you're right. Exactly what can he do about it? Oh, I did have all sorts of thoughts. Do I transfer it to another one of the villains and make it, you know, if someone proved to be working with Jib or something like that, or maybe take it over as an attorney or something like that, I don't know. Could act as someone acting on behalf of. Stone Cold Aussie, the baler details, love the looks of it. This is the Heston baler by 4D modding. On their webpage. So if Dazed, I think you had the link for it last time. If you want to share that again, you can. If you have easy access to it. Chip's brother, Peter. Could have. Four years in the job, Alpha, and you're on, what, $20 an hour now? That's good. Awesome. I'm assuming that's what you're telling me, 20 an hour. That's cool, mate. Steel mill worker at age 20. Cool, man. Whereabouts are you based? Where are you from? Quick poll, what do people prefer? Control the lights for a building from one point with different triggers or have a switch in each room? I like having the switches related to the room. So I think Legacy did a great job with his triggers and his packs with where switches were. So far the triggers you've got in version 2 of your potato pack, I like those. I like the switching you've done with the extended storage, so you've got the doors and the lights sort of in between. The only time it's difficult is if you've got, say, a workshop which is a door both ends, and which one do you put the lights at? It's the only one I don't like. Evidently playing something other than Fields in October all these birthdays. There certainly must have been something like that going on. Oh, Alpha, you've gone for the trifecta, mate. Welcome to the team. Thank you very much for joining the channel, becoming a channel member. One switch for all of it for you to do. Because it doesn't really matter, does it, whether they're on or off? No worries, Stone Cold. There you go, there's the link from Dazed. Appreciate that too, Dazed, thank you. Yeah, ending up there with 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 bales already in this field. Might be a 3-stack load. Downloading it right now. This was in 19 as well, Stone Cold. It comes with a bale accumulator, but I couldn't get it to work. Well, I could get the accumulator, the bales to stack on the accumulator, but they wouldn't drop off for me. Not neatly anyhow. When you say in the room, do you mean like you just stand in the middle of the room and there's a trigger for the light switches, like some of the Giants sheds have got? Giants sheds? Trailer park farm. Someone did it recently. So you don't actually have to go to a light switch on the wall to turn the one off. Do I have 2 streams going? I hope not. I didn't think I did. Why do you ask that, Alpha? You got it, Stone Cold. Awesome. It is 10 minutes to 10 PM on Wednesday evening for me, Crash Bandit. So we are 11 hours ahead of the UK at the moment. We're basically normally 12 hours GMT, so. Like it is in 2.1, trigger it in the area for that light zone. Alternatively, there's a switch box near the dryer controls for you to control each zone. Right. Oh, I saw one from a month ago, just live now. Alright. I'll see now that you've subscribed and everything else you've done, Alpha, you'll be getting more as recommended videos probably. That would have been on Sea and Spraying, that was Deer Creek. First time I used the spot spraying, which is fantastic by the way. I actually need to update the 4045 sprayer from Northwest Monson Edit stuff. Added Sea and Spray technology into that sprayer too, so need to get that added. Very excited to see Cow Farms have released their Steigers. I have got that in this game as well. I was wondering whether we might find a chance to use one. We probably don't have the land yet to really require something that big. And Caceres Modding has released their Trident Sprayer for PC, and it's in console testing. Those are two fantastic mods. It's great to see out. I actually saw someone share it on Facebook, the Trident, and the website they said sounded really dodgy, so I didn't download it, but I see that he has released it through KingMod. There you go. Yako, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you here. How's things, mate? How's tricks? Interesting the way the wheel marks are working out on this, where they go across the planted texture versus going along it. That's weird. Never noticed that before. Doing great. How about myself? I'm doing well, mate. Doing very well, thank you. Just trucking along, getting through life. Getting used to short days, dark nights, rain and cold, which I guess happens every 6 months, but we're into that season now, well and truly. I should have a look actually and see if there's any contracts we could be doing. Make a little bit more money that way too. Cold over there as well now, is it? Half of the course though, isn't it? That's just what happens in winter, unfortunately. To go there, to go here. No contracts available. Well, guess we won't do any then. It's unusual. You're gonna be that person that just randomly pops and donates and disguises and run away. Don't do that, Alpha. I'd like you to hang around if you can. The more the merrier. So, are we going to get these all in one load or not? Just a good joke to make people laugh. That's what we like to have around here. Like a good joke. Dad jokes are welcome. Oh, we're also quiet. I only went quiet when you turned up. Okay. It's 3 degrees Celsius this morning waiting for pipe stories. What part of Aussie are you in? Stone cold. Somewhere that it's obviously stone cold at the moment. I saw, we talked about that last week actually, Bathurst had snow. They showed some snow on the Mount Panorama. Taking it in the face. Not at all, mate. Not at all. In the guts of a heat pump at the moment, Crofter. South Australia Riverland. Oh yeah. Not been to South Australia. I've been to Victoria, New South Wales and Queensland, but haven't had the pleasure of travelling into South Australia already. Peter, you found that there are very few contracts on this map and they don't stand the lists are very long. Yeah, it's surprising, isn't it? Well, I have noticed, and that was one of my bugs with 19 as well, the contracts sort of appeared at like 7 in the morning, but then they were gone by 9. And you could only take one at a time, so it was always a race if you wanted to do a couple of harvesting contracts to try and get them done before time ran out and the contract disappeared. At least now, I suppose, with 22 you can accept more than one contract at a time. Hey Hayden, how you doing? Good to see you. Welcome along. Australia gets hold what? It's happening to cold. Wine country. What's that? Is it the Yarra? Lots of red wines done in South Australia, isn't it? Syrah country, is it? There we go, just about finished. Global warming's now global cold. Barossa Valley. That does sound more like where I should be talking about. No, thank you. Alright. Am I going to bother trying to race around? What do you think the chances of picking up an extra is too much, isn't it? Hey John, how you doing? You made it back. Good to see you. Yep, everyone is good in our household, thanks for asking. We'll truck along nicely. I'm not even going to bother. We're not even getting close to getting an extra. 6,000 litres of this garbage. Turn that off. Eject those two out. We're done. Bang crash. Great sound effects on this too. Love it. Okay, well I might leave. Leave those there. What's the time? 10 o'clock. I do want to go and get something else done. I do need to wash this baler as well. Leave that there. Give it a wash soon. Love that animation with the stand, how it comes in, gets into position, unwinds. Takes forever to disconnect, that's all. We'll go and get these bales loaded up and out of the way. We can do them in one load. In fact, you know how we can figure out do them in one load? Have a look in here. Statistics. That one there. Bales produced in this session, 35. Should be able to stack them 3 high and get them all in there. One load. Yeah, coffee now, Scott. Much better. Good to hear. Hard to function in the morning before your coffee. I know how that feels. Shh, disturbed. You know how it is. You change someone's traits and then you change yourself. Then you get them to change back. It was funny actually watching Rusty Money's stream today, and he even made the point of cleaning some equipment and asking if I was still in chat or not. Gonna become known as that guy. Alright, let's try a 3 stack again. Thanks, Chinook. Appreciate that reminder. If you're enjoying the stream, of course, make sure you do leave a like. It does help promote the channel further, get others to watch, and keep things growing, which is awesome. It's been great to see the way the channel's grown lately. Long may it continue. Of course, it relies on me actually making content, so long may I continue doing that. Alright, oh, I'll tip those off too suddenly. Gotta love Rusty, you do. Rusty is a true gentleman. He soldiers on, does his thing, doesn't get caught up in any of it. Just loveliest man. In fact, he is someone I saw today. He's at just over 900 subs. He is someone I would love to see crack that 1,000 mark, because he certainly deserves it, and always has a fun stream with Rusty. Always enjoy watching his. Plods along. He does plod along. I said to him though when I saw his he left a photo on Discord, I think. His voice just doesn't match his appearance. Not at all what I expected. Pretty cool though. Pretty cool. Right. Look at all these stacks. Get a whole lot done. Just like Mr. CLP's daughter. Is she back involved with his content? I know she used to have a channel herself. I haven't actually had the chance to watch much of Mr. CLP lately. I haven't had a chance to watch much of anything actually lately. Actually took the time to sit down and watch one of Daggerman's videos the other day, just to see what he was up to. Same thing he's done successfully for however many years now. It's a proven formula for him. Oh, I thought that one was going to go, but it's not. Too busy studying. Alright, and working. Oh, fair enough. Fair enough. We need to do a stream with one of my boys. He's been wanting to do one for a while and been part of one, so we'll have to try and find some time to do that. Maybe have a little multiplayer going with him. I tried playing with him once and he ended up combining half a headland pass, jumped in the tractor, and then proceeded to drive across the map and get it stuck in as many different spots as he could. He had fun though. That's the important thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alpha Gaming, you're waiting for FS22 to download so you can start streaming. Cool, man. Very, very good. Have fun doing that. It is a blast. Frustrates you watching him now. If it's clean, it works the next time you want to use it. Exactly. And if it doesn't work, it's easy to fix and figure out what's broken because you're not having to break all the dirt and dust and all that crud off it. Haven't watched Dagger in a long time. Frustrates you watching him now. He's interesting because he's such a, you know, someone with such a big following. He keeps to himself a lot. You obviously don't see him in other people's content, or, you know, he does his multiplayers with Chainsaw, which he's done for a very long time, and he keeps to himself, does his own thing. Does live streams but doesn't have a camera. There's quite a few like that though. If you look, you know, Sim Farmer, he's got into doing a few more live streams lately. But there's others that have huge channels like Let's Time Lapse. I don't know if anyone's watched that. You know, someone who just makes a whole heap of videos, puts out content all the time, has a decent subscriber base. But you know, anyone could claim to be the creator of that channel because no one knows. For all we know, it could be 10 people all making videos under one channel. Dagwin's a good man. Agreed, Alpha. Agreed. I got hot and cold watching Dagwin. It can be insane but very frustrating when he keeps making mistakes. You sometimes think he hasn't played the game before, he's new to the game. That's the thing I find funny. What did he mean? He made a comment in the video I was watching about, what did he say? Something about it not being very realistic. But he'd just driven down a road with his planter completely unfolded. But didn't even comment about that being unrealistic. It was something else he did. Can't remember what it was. Just it made me chuckle. Maybe that's the charm of it all. You haven't played 15, 17, 19, but 22 is about to finally happen. Awesome, mate. Oh, 19 was my first foray into Farming Simulator, and loved it. So, and this is a huge step up, in my opinion. What it's worth. So I think you will enjoy it as well. Right. He's doing multi with members at the moment on Calmston. Oh, okay. Colin Fur's a man that makes crazy stuff that works. Oh, I have to check it out, Peter. There's Den Gaming. How you doing, buddy? Good to see you. Hope all is well. Didn't get a mention in the last stream. I had a chance to stop him for a few minutes, but congrats on passing 10 and 11k subs. Well, thank you very much, mate. Appreciate that. Feels like a while ago now, but yeah, things are going well. It's very nice and humbling all at the same time. That's cool. I'll just carry on doing my own thing and enjoy doing it. So that's the main thing. Well, best advice I can give anyone: if you're not enjoying it, don't do it. He left a bag of seeds sitting on top of the planter. He did, Sean, I saw that. And then he couldn't figure out where it had gone when he got back to the planter. Because the worker had used it. It had been sitting on top, and obviously it had filled the worker's... well, the worker had used it to refill, and he couldn't figure it out. It did make me laugh. It was the one episode I've watched lately. Keeps going past his beehives and doesn't move his honey pellets. Hey, he would. Oh, he loaded his milk tanker. He didn't think he had much milk, and he got a full load out of it. Oh, this is where the fun starts. You know. This is why in the last truck load, I loaded it 1 and then 2, rather than trying to do it this way, because I knew it wouldn't work very well. Buffering again, oh goodness. Okay for you, Chinook. But ambitious there, going 3 on. We'll make it work. I should probably move the truck to the bales rather than the bales to the truck though, dazed. We'll just slide them. Must be a me thing. It is showing up all green for me, but... that back down, and then get that up. Just need a bigger weight on the back and then I'll be fine. Ooh, don't do that. Alright, we're just going to leave that one sticking out, because otherwise I'm going to make a mess and they're going to fall over real quickly. There you go, that's a start. Stabs his pewter, stop it. Maybe it's time to get a bigger tractor. Or just stop being ambitious and try and do it all in one load though. If I wasn't trying to do it in one trip, Sean would be alright. But telehandler would probably handle this too. It's okay when I tip it back because the weight moves back over the front axle a little bit more. It's like having crab steer. Just testing the physics, and it's pretty impressive. How the different weights are affected. There we go. Heavy weight on the rear, white dragons, right. That'd do it. Alright, we'll get this one and then we'll move into the corner, get the 4 down there, and we'll come back and get the ones on the way out. What's going to infuriate me more is if I can't actually get them all in one go. Down. go. How about that? Strap it on. Just like a ball one. Stop them tipping. Yeah, it probably would too, dazed. But that takes time. I'm trying to be fast. Faster than I should. Gentle inputs is the best thing. Slow and steady. Here we go. Alright, let the truck over there. You're on the edge of the kit. You thought it was going to fall stone cold? Nah, we're right. Bigger risk now is the trailer tipping over with the weight up the top and not quite pushed as far into the middle as it possibly could be. We'll be okay. We'll get there. I believe. See, that one was easy. Famous last words. Never say it's easy when you still have them on the front of the tractor. I'm tempting fate doing that. We'll go and push it from the other side. Easy. 2 bale. 6 at a time, Sean. Not likely. Not likely. FSG, if it all comes crashing down, it's his fault. Jinxed me. Yeah, how are the farms and physics today? They're doing well, mate. Doing well as you could expect. Ooh, that one flicked on pretty quick. We're okay. Still good. Still good. Nudge it, drop it down, back out, strap it on. You ever seen anyone run to a truck to strap on bales as quick as I am? How many have we got left? 1, 2, 3, 4. It's gonna be close. How's things in Scotland today, my good friend? Keeping well, I hope. All prepped for the major surgery later in the week. Got your will and everything up to date, I hope. You know I'll happily take over your YouTube channel if the worst happens. I mean, who wouldn't want to see quality content like this on it? Chucking it down with rain today, is it? Should have gone 4 high. We might have to yet. I'm only going to get one. I'm going to get 3 more on. No. Around the other side so we don't have to go far. Bucket's empty, stone cold. We can't have that. Can't have an empty bucket. No, Nobus Games, sorry I missed you up there. Evening, how are you? Good to see you. No, there we go. Had to happen. Bother. Well, I'm pleased we got it that far. Risk is I knock the trailer and push those other 3 off on the other side. Mrs. FSG made sure the will and life insurance was in good order. That's good. First turn out of the field is on its side. No, not at all. I've already taken a load this high back. We're golden. Everything is awesome. I was also going... see, lactose and beer. There is some beers, isn't there? Unless the beer has milk. Right. I'm going to do something silly here. This is make or break time. Oh, we just about broke before we made. Unless the beer has milk. You don't want this. I think that's a pretty safe statement there, Bear's Den. First sign of an explosion, I'm out of here. We're ending the stream. Look at the power on that little New Holland. That's going to be fine. Just fine. Maybe in Guinness. I think they do a milk stout or something like that. Right, change of plans. We change of plans. I do have good ideas every now and then. It's true. Grab these other two, and then we're going to go 4 high on the back. Couldn't resist. I full credit, Beer. I'm pleased you jumped on that one because it was there for the taking. Oh, that was a bit aggressive pushing. There we go. All right, what do you reckon? Oh, Chinook, no worries, mate. Foggy again in Auckland, is it, or weather? Anyhow, we'll catch up with you later. Thank you very much for the early birthday super chat. Appreciate that, mate. You are a gentleman, as always, and look forward to catching up with you sometime soon. Alright, the moment of truth. Silence is deafening as Argsy concentrates on loading bales 4 high. At this moment he realises that there's trees all down the side of the driveway, and if there's a single overhanging branch, we are not in a very good position. I should strap it. End on, you reckon, FSG? What, lock them in? Could have locked them in. We'll rely on the straps to hold them down. Would you read about it? Would you read about it? There you go. Last 2, and we're done. Only taken us an hour and a half, but we are done. I'm living dangerously, Peter. Living dangerously. Alright. Wish me luck, team. Wish me luck. Oh. Spin it out a bit. You know, one of these live streams is going to be the one that Kermit uses in the community spotlight, don't you? Oh no, they don't strap on. Oh my goodness, they're on though. Alright, and if it's GC'd, we're probably going to roll it. It's going to take me 35 minutes till the end of the stream just to get this truck down to the sell point. Gonna roll. No. We're delicate. This is the one time you don't drive it like you stole it. It's always a catch. There is always a catch, eh? Never ever goes how you expect it to. Look at that. 20 miles. Should be in kilometers, shouldn't I? Back where they were. Right. How many more corners have we got? Like 4 corners to negotiate. You can't watch, Scott. Do you know the stupid thing is, the extra time it took me to do that all in one go, I probably could have loaded the truck up, been back, and loaded again without having to be quite so cautious. Probably having my warning lights on, my road train sign out though, shouldn't I? There we go. Oh, oversize. That's appropriate. Got the oversize signs on the front. Beacons on the roof. Hopefully there's no trains coming because we ain't stopping. Beautiful. I'll take the gravel track there in front of us. Do you know how expensive a watermelon is in New Zealand at the moment? There's a supermarket was selling watermelons. They had the label of $120 on them. If they didn't, we'd have some pretty black bales up there these days. You reckon no brakes? No brakes. Oh, I lifted. Made it. Look at that. We're done. Oh no, they're gonna fall off and not sell? Oh, they're in the trigger, that's alright. Those ones aren't in the trigger though. Oh yes, they all were. Look at that. $11,700. Done. Done and done. Yeah, 120 bucks. It was like $10 or something a kilo, and it was a 10-kilo watermelon or something. Big watermelon, but yeah, 100 bucks or something for a watermelon. They justified it because it was air freighted from Australia, because they're out of season in New Zealand. I'd just like to see the look on the supermarket owner's face when no one buys it and it perishes and they have to get rid of it anyhow. I'll go in there and pick it up on clearance. Alright, let's see if we can get a drift on the trailer going in here. I'm overconfident now. I had Jeremy Clarkson with me in No Man's Land this week, so he taught me a thing or two about driving. Put them in a greenhouse, you'd be rich. Also, Australia's got no lettuces at the moment. I see there's on the news tonight there's a big lettuce shortage in Australia because of all the flooding and that in the main growing areas in Queensland, and it's now too cold for them to be grown anywhere else. imagine a flaming trailer barreling through town. It's been seen before, FSG. You thought your watermelon was expensive in Aussie. 150 kilo watermelon. Hey, Mr. Stay Drunk, how you doing? Hope you are doing well. Nice to see you. I've obviously got things all sorted and up and running, which is good to see. Have you had much of a chance to play any farming simulator? Alright, we're going to put this baler away and we'll give it a wash. And then we will go and hopefully find a field to till. Do some ploughing or something. Find my pressure washer over here somewhere. Oh, conveniently we need some diesel in the tractor too. Time you impaled yourself on the Bale forks. Just because you're here, FSG, I'd hate to leave anything dirty. UK's pretty short on a lot of veg as well. At work, all the shelves have signs on them saying a dust storm in Spain has messed it up a lot. Well, yeah, $12 a lettuce, I saw that price, Jason, that was nuts. In places like, where did I see KFC and Subway are substituting lettuce, cabbage for lettuce, or doing a lettuce-cabbage blend. Oh yeah, you said as well, Stone Cold. Yeah, using cabbage instead of lettuce at fast food restaurants. You know the worst part about it is they'll probably figure out it's cheaper and they'll keep on doing it and prices won't go down. Tim, my friend, how are you? Nice to see you. Getting up at the crack ass of dawn to catch a live finally. Good on you, mate. Appreciate you stopping in and saying hello. Hope you are doing well. What time would it be for you? 5:30 in the morning? Right, here's our tractor, there it is. Up to 50 grand, that's nice, because we were down in the doldrums before we sold all those bales. We must have made, let's have a look actually. Our finances will tell us what should we make from 45 grand from selling bales. Not bad, not bad. I'll take that. Your No Man's Land playthrough, I have absolutely no roads because when we're going we don't need roads. Nice. I like it. Right, let's have a look if we had any. I'm assuming we're not going to have any contracts bought. Nope. So, let's have a look here. Where are we at with all our fields? 3, 4 and 14 all harvested. We've obviously got our grass there, we can mow that again. But we know hay's not worth much. And we've got plenty for the sheeps. Sheeps. What is our growing window now? I need to update myself on the calendar. We can plant some sugarcane, not. So we're pretty Gucci here with harvesting. We need to come through to April to get some planting done. So I guess we're on to some field prep. And going through there to that. Now, the other thing I need to decide is we lease fields 4 and 5. The other option, would it be wrong? Would it be wrong to get rid of those in an unprepared state and go and lease a couple of fields like 19, what have they got? 1 on 7 and 2 maybe? Oh no, we don't want, no. 19's cotton, corn and 24. The other ones are really 10, 15 and 6. Cotton, potatoes. Yep. And 6 is sunflowers. We could forego our lease on those. Maybe we'll do that. Dissolve our lease. And we'll dissolve our lease on that. Yep. They went back in the state. I'm sure we leased them with no cropping. I think actually one of them we leased with a cropping. Potatoes. Oh, there's some kangaroos. Watch out, Skippy. 2, 9, and 24, you reckon, Tim? What was 2, 9, and 24? 2, 24. Where's field 9? 9. Did you mean 6? 2, 6, and 24? We do 2, 6, and 24, then we just need to get a corn header. Yeah, we get a corn header to do all 3 of those, couldn't we? Maybe that's our plan. Meanwhile, we can prep field 14. No, not 9, 2. We get 2, 6, and 24. What do we have to pay for lease? Lease 2. 12 grand plus 6 up front. 12, 9, 2. It's 10 bigger than 2. Oh, because it's 10. Blind. Oh, 10. Oh, 10's interesting. Oh, it's 10. 10 might come with more than one field, does it? That's interesting. Ah, fields. There we go. No, I can't. Field. That was field 1. That was the issue. I've got to look at the field ID there. So I can only lease 2 and 7 together. I could do 6 for 16 grand. And we can do 24. 14 grand. There's 40 grand. There's all our money gone. I'll give it some thought. We'll get this done. We're not going to get much more done than this tonight. I'll give that some thought for next time. Before I go any further. Stones are right. Eric the Crazy Viking. Eric the Crazy Viking. How are you? Good to see you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Sent you a link for a new autoload script. I'm still at work, but can you check if it works? Oh, for the, I can't now. I've just got rid of all my bales. I'll check it out later, mate. I'll, after the stream. I've got a couple of grass bales we can see if we can load. They might work. Need to set up hydro sheds and grow stuff that way. Unfortunately, I imagine Australia, to grow the quantity of lettuces that you'd need in Australia, the cost to have big enough sheds would be pretty prohibitive. Oh, so why am I only going 6? It's because our cruise control is set down that low. Right, let's turn on some GPS. We'll rip down here. Got some diesel on this one too. Okay. Interesting GPS path. It's alright, it'll work. It will work. 2, 9, and 24. Yeah, 2's a bummer, isn't it? Potatoes days, do you reckon? With Mark Force Harvester, potatoes are easy. I can imagine they are. Imagine they are. Hey Lincoln, how you doing? When you lease a field and you change the crop, does the field return to a fallow state when the lease ends, or do you have to plant the crop that it first came in? I think I can just return it and leave it how it is. I've certainly done that. It'll be interesting now to watch those fields in the future and see what happens with them. See if they, because they'll technically go back to ownership by someone else. In fact, I wonder if they pop up with a contract. That'll be even more interesting. Oh. Even more interesting is if they get a contract on them. It's the first time I've used the field lease, so I'm still learning as I go now. It's the first time I've actually dissolved the lease as well. All we'd done up till then was lease the fields, so. Alright, let's get this thing cranking. Hey Hayden, sorry, I did see you say you were leaving. Nice to see you, mate. Thanks for stopping in, hanging out for a while. What an overlap. I'm doing an FSG overlap at the moment. Look at that. Look at how much the field I'm overlapping by. Right. We don't even own a planter on this. I leased the planters last time. I don't know if I'd want to hit a ruiner. Oh, a tractor wouldn't be so bad days, but I certainly wouldn't want to hit one in a car. It's called not missing any bits. Tim appreciates it. I didn't say it was a bad thing, I just said I was getting to your levels of overlapping. That's all. Not a bad thing. Not a bad thing. I'm just pleased I'm in this field and not in the other field we harvested, which did have some missed bits Tim would not like. Oh, I haven't yet. No, they're on the list of things to do. We need to find, probably try and catch up on a couple of episodes this weekend. I need to do it at a time where I can sit down with my boys and watch it at the same time, because they're both mad Star Wars fans. We've watched all the Mandalorian and Boba Fett with the boys, so they certainly want to watch it. So it is on the list of things to do, but not yet done. Oh, I appreciate it, thank you. Thank you, Noel. I think there'd be a few people in here who would be disappointed if there was any spoilers. Looking forward to that. I've heard good things without any spoilers. I've heard it's been very well received, and there's already talk of season 2. Hey Pakira, how you doing, mate? I am still live. Yep, we've been going hour and 3/4. Started at 9 o'clock. How are you? I saw you were doing a Twitch stream again tonight, back on ETS again. I should get you to show me the ropes sometimes. I've got ETS and ATS, and I've hardly played any of them. So we should maybe we should try and coincide a stream one night or something. Do some of that, or I could join one of your Twitch streams, jump on YouTube for a little bit and stream it with you. Police sim. It was interesting. Oh, were you the cop or the robber? It is pretty good. Yeah, cool. Looking forward to it. Could set up a convoy for ATS or ETS. Cool, man. Yeah, I'd love that, actually. Now, am I going to be in the position... Oh, missed a little bit. I'll get it for you, Tim. Tim, doing this just for you, buddy. You got fired 3 times. Did they review your past streams and see your driving ability in ATS, mate? ETS. I don't know how I've managed to set up such a crooked GPS there. I didn't do a very good job on that one. We're all good. We are all good. It's not straight, but it'll be straight once we've finished. You won't even know when we're done. Fired 3 times. As long as you're here, Tim, no field will be left unturned. No sod will be left. The stubble will all be gone. One thing I do need to do, I need to have a look at the crop textures that were released for wheat, because these ones and that just look so bland. You've created your dynasty, your work here is done. Yep, a legacy that will last a lifetime. It's kind of like me making FSG washers equipment. For those who have joined only recently and didn't hear a little bit earlier, we would be on the Farming Simulator Creator Spotlight in a couple of weeks. So the 21st of June at 2 PM Eastern Time, which is 6 AM on the 22nd of June for me. It's going to be a very early start that morning, but well worth it. So looking forward to having an hour with Kermit and being able to have a chat about all things farm sim with him. Subject to final confirmation, of course. Things could change between now and then, but that is what we've talked about, so should be good. Looking forward to it. I need to go back and watch all the other ones and study up on all the questions he asked and make some notes. Also mindful of the next couple of live streams I do and make sure that we have some error-free ones, so when they're playing in the background, nothing too mad going on. Yeah, thanks, Akira. Looking forward to it. Good. Can't do it in my pajamas. I'll definitely have to have had coffee. Definitely have to have had coffee. I won't be able to do it without that. That's for sure. Enjoy watching the community spotlights with the Kermits. It is a very relaxed format. I do like it, and it's pretty open slather, isn't it? He's doing some good things in the community, I think. You know, there's obviously a bit of a language, not, you know, Chucky and Lars are very good with their English, but still a bit of a language barrier there with the English creators, which he has come in and managed to fill and add a lot of value to, which is very cool. Looking forward to seeing what he and Clutch are up to in Kansas as well with the Kubota DLC. Oh, I was reading your issue there, Tim. I'll pick that bit up a little bit later. Couple of times with FS22 Courseplay. Have you got the latest version of Courseplay and Autodrive? Would be my first question. Second question: do you have seed extension? Your fault. We'll get it. We'll get it when we're doing the long runs down there. Do you have any of the seed extension mods, or do you have any other mods? I have had a few people comment around having similar sort of issues recently. Gone should be in you. That's an interesting point. Could even be. Who knows? Be interesting to see what they're doing with DLCs and that. Whether if it is, you know, as we were talking about, if it did happen to be a Canadian one or something like that, maybe FarmCon could be in the US. Who knows? I'll start off with any script mods. Tim, those are the ones that I've found normally have the issues. Things like Lumberjack and there's quite a few Field Creator. We took a whole, and it's what was causing us issues a while ago on No Man's Land, and we went through and took a whole lot out, managed to figure out, isolate the problem child. Do I use controller or keyboard? I use a controller, got a PlayStation controller. It's hardwired at the moment. I've struggled to get this one to connect through the Bluetooth to the computer as well as my older one. The older version one seems a bit easier. Fuzzy farming. Why can two men not be in tractors side by side going up and down? There was a cover put on at the end. I think he's been on the streamer side of the fence, so to speak, so would know how you're feeling in relation to nerves and stuff exactly too. No. Hey, I mean, it's not, I'd be no different now. You know, done things with FSG and can do it plenty of times, so sitting on the other side of a camera talking to someone's not a bad thing. And I'm pretty comfortable with it now. It took a wee while to get used to. Particularly going from just doing the time-lapse, which I started out doing, to then adding voice to videos and doing more of a Let's Play style video where I was talking about what I'm doing and how things are progressing and what the plans are for the gameplay. To then going live streaming, to then adding a camera to the live stream. So it was good to do it progressively. Made things a little bit more less daunting, would be the best way to describe it. And had a bit of fun with it too. I'll get there, but too much. You didn't see it. Such a process to determine which one's the braking and methodology only installing sort of time. Yeah, even doing 5 at a time, you put 5 in and nothing breaks, then you know it's not those 5. And if it is those 5, then you slowly take them back out and add them in one by one. You just started using GPS today. Small steps towards getting courseplay and follow me. Oh, you'll be a changed farmer once you get all those going. You did well, Dazed. You did do well. It is a different thing, though, because like what you manage the Reddit with. How many members are in there on the Reddit at the moment? Oh, the one with Legion. Used OBS Studio to edit a video together. That's interesting. How did you do that? Just capturing it by piece or something? Capturing what you wanted to piece by piece? If I ever decide to get a job where I can have time to play FS22, I reckon I'll try streaming. If I was doing content again, I'd probably jump into streaming a little bit earlier. If I was starting again. I think it's nice to be able to sit here and chat to you guys and build up more of a relationship and, you know, get to know you than doing it through other means. And you'd get the naked girls quicker. Dazed. See, the sooner you get streaming, the sooner they come into your chats. It's much more fun. They're up early. Can't blame Fuzzy this time, he was already here. Although all his chat about innuendos and things like that, I do wonder. Force of habit. No worries. Get rid of them. Get them out of here. Who let the Sheilas in? Sheilas are welcome mustard, it's not those type. The more the merrier, I say. If only it was. If only. No contract still. How are our sheep looking? Oh, they need some water. We're going to have to feed them next time. Well, not feed. I've got plenty of grass because I've left a bale sitting in all of their feed troughs. So they'll get that. But they are going to need some more water. They have produced some wool, which is nice. I am still contemplating our choices here with fields. We might skip because, you know, these aren't close to being ready to harvest yet, so we might skip forward so we don't have to pay a daily rental on them. Might skip forward a little bit further and see if anything else comes up that we could use, could lease. I suppose it's effectively a form of field flipping, isn't it? We're just paying a daily cost to lease the fields. Look at that big bit, Tim. I'll get it, don't worry. You know you made it when the girls turn up. I'll know I've made it, Peter, when they're standing behind me dancing. And they've really turned up. It'll be a quick way to a ban on YouTube. You linger for perfection to happen. The day when we don't have to worry about going back. Son. You'd get a lot more views then. The missus would be thrilled about that one. Yeah, probably not. Probably not. You can't please them all though, taste. Brave man when she's not around listening. Right, we should have fueled up. I said that before, didn't I? When, actually, that's a good point. What have we got in storage with our crops too? Because we've got a whole lot of barley and a whole lot of sorghum. When can we sell those? Not until July or August for the sorghum and June for the barley. So we're a long way away from even making any money off our crop. Any proper money anyhow. That's your break, Tim. Get away from it all. You can also do hide users. I noticed today when I was looking through a community tab about a whole lot of hide users. I didn't realise there's also a option now, and I don't know how it works, but to redirect to other live content and other users. I need to look into it a little bit more. But I think the premise is that I could have, when I set the stream up, when I finish, it automatically redirects to someone else who is live at the time. Which is cool. It's a step in the right direction. It's still not a raid as such. Same concept though, but I'm assuming we'd have to set it up before we go. Just did it all. Went the whole hog. Let me look in the YouTube settings, see what I've done. What's redirects? Yeah, so I'd have to ask creators to give me privileges to redirect to their content. So I've gone through and added other users in there, but you've actually got to be added to be able to then redirect them, even if it's a live stream. Interesting. Yeah, the cleanup tool got the spot for you. Did Tim, I noticed that too. A little bit out the side. Yeah, that's what I spun around to check on. What if you set it up and they stop streaming? Well, exactly, that's the issue. Mike, that's what I was just looking at. So you've got to do it for you. I could go in and edit the stream now and say, we'll go and raid this person. But they'd have to be live and they'd have to give me privileges to be able to do that. They did disable something. There was a bug happening, Legion, so maybe we're able to do it without having privileges, but I'm not sure exactly. Alright, well we've probably got another 20 minutes or so to finish this all off, and it has got to 11 o'clock here already, so we are going to not quite get this all done, but we're quite away. Redirecting, Tim. There's a new feature they've added into YouTube, kind of like a raid feature that Twitch uses. So when your stream finishes, you can redirect all your viewers to go raid someone else effectively, go and watch their content. Up until now, the only way you could really do it was to share a link in chat and say, right, after this, let's all pop over to farm some guys and tell them that Argsy rules or something like that. But yeah, no, there's a new redirect option. Good to see you, Legion. Thanks for stopping in, mate. Glad you can make it back. Hope you haven't been absconding from work too much. I'll take a look at that auto load script too and see if those bales will work. I'll throw it on after this and let you know. That'd be pretty cool if you've got it set up and going. That'd be awesome. But we will chat later. I need to get that truck you've done off Yukon as well. Add that into my gameplay. I have to put it on Elk Mountain because it looks pretty sweet. If it doesn't, you got one more. Okay, yeah, I'll let you know. Let you know how it goes. Alright, well, I think we'll get to the end of the row here. We'll go and tidy up that little spot for Tim. And we'll park up and finish this off next time. And by then, I'm going to have made a little bit of a decision around what we're going to do with fields and things like that. Figure out what it is. Even if we took a loan out, might even calculate approximately how much we might earn from our crops. We could take a loan out and go and get hold of some of those fields. So we'll see. Well, there we are. That was fun. I enjoyed that. It was nice to get all those bales loaded out. Nice to make a little bit of money off them. And nice to start thinking about the next steps here in the farm. Got those spuds planted yet? Ah, Spud King. No, none yet. None yet. Not on this one. We'll have a look. I have got a plan for doing some spuds. There's something brewing in my mind. I've just got to figure out how we're going to put it all together. And I'm waiting for the right map. Maybe Stone Valley when that's released, so might not be too far away. We'll see how we go. But pleasure having you all here. Thank you very much for joining. Make sure you have hit the thumbs up if you haven't already. Appreciate the support doing that. I did have a link there. I didn't say anything about it. If you haven't bought the DLC pack and you are planning on it, make sure you think about using a content creators. It doesn't have to be mine, but make sure you do use a content creators code if you can. Buying it through Giant Store just doesn't cost you any more and does go to help support us content creators. So check it out and find your favorite one and go and support them that way. Thank you to those super chats. Alpha Gaming, thank you for becoming a channel member. To Jeremy, Alpha Gaming, and Chinook, thank you very much for the super chats. Appreciate it all. Everyone, enjoy the rest of your day, whatever it may bring. Enjoy the rest of your week, and hope to catch up with you again sometime soon. Take care. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed it, and we'll catch you next time.